Good morning, NACo. It is truly an honor for me to stand before you today. Judge Clark, thank you for a year of steady, generous leadership. You've told the county story countless times with vision and with grace, and you set a standard that I am proud to follow. Now, I know you are all eager for the election results. The Credentials Committee still needs time to complete its work. So let me share with you during this time where my heart is and where this next year is headed. First, let me just say that when I was first elected second vice president, I never got the opportunity to say thank you to so many of you for putting your trust in me to serve in this capacity. So I want to do that now. I want to say thank you to my Mecklenburg County colleagues for your support and partnership, for trusting me to represent us on this stage. I've served on the Mecklenburg County Board of Commissioners for 18 years, including 6 years as chairman. It's been an honor of a lifetime. To the North Carolina Association of County Commissioners, and especially to our executive director, Kevin Leonard. Y'all got to work with me. So Kevin came up to me after an election and said, "George, you ought to run." And I said to him that I wasn't interested. But he finally convinced me that I should run, and I did so. To my fellow commissioners and the great team that worked with me, thank you so much. This has never been a solo act. It's been a team effort built on friendship and a shared commitment to excellence. To my fellow members of the NACo Executive Committee, thank you. And to James Gore, my County Leadership Institute classmate, our outgoing president. A special note of appreciation, always the life of the party. Your energy, your passion, it's legendary. We're going to miss you, James. We certainly will keep living by your motto, GSD. Get stuff done as we move forward. This responsibility, being NACo's president, I hold with pride because NACo isn't just an organization. It's 3,069 counties, parishes, and boroughs. It's nearly 40,000 locally elected officials. It's about honoring our 3.6 million dedicated county government professionals. It's about making America a more perfect union, county by county. When I ran for this office, I made several promises to you. I promised to better understand and to represent the unique needs of all counties, rural, suburban, and urban alike. That promise is core to NACo's advocacy wins, to our county practices and innovations work, and to our NACo Edge cost savings solutions. My home, Mecklenburg County, North Carolina, is a microcosm of America with a mixture of rural, suburban, urban, all in one. I know firsthand that from our largest counties to our smallest places, each carry priorities that others may not. And yet, all counties deserve a champion, a voice. Throughout my leadership journey in NACo, I've visited your courthouses. I've toured your community centers. I've listened, and I've advocated alongside you for your shared priorities. Whether testifying before Congress on the importance of federal disaster aid, pounding the halls of Congress, touting the importance of PILT and SRS for public land counties, urging the White House to reform federal behavioral health policies, and sharing county innovations in public health, housing, infrastructure, and broadband. None of these issues are red or blue. They're county issues. Our strength is that when we show up together as America's leaders, not as Democrats, Republicans, or independents. And that is exactly how we build what counties need most right now. The bipartisan recognition and respect by federal and state officials show that counties are trusted, respected intergovernmental partners. Now, let me tell you how I got here. It explains the fight that I've chosen. I was raised by my grandmother in Charlotte, North Carolina, back when Charlotte was a whole lot smaller and much different than it is today. One place that left a mark on me as a kid was the library. It showed me that my future could be bigger than my circumstance. Maybe that's why I got involved so early in life. In high school, I jumped into politics. My first real lesson in what it means to carry a responsibility of other people. I followed my buddies into the United States Marine Corps. Lord help me. It was in the military that I found my footing and my calling for public service. When I came home, I put on a badge, and I served as a police officer for 27 years. 17 of those years, I worked with young people as a youth crime investigator, a school resource officer, a DARE officer. I also spent 13 years on the Mecklenburg County Board of Education. Those years taught me something. Young people aren't problems to be solved. Too often, our kids are carrying things that no child should. A child battling addiction, a family with nowhere to sleep, a mind in crisis with nowhere to turn. I learned up close that public safety, mental health, housing, nutrition, opportunity, they all show up together in the same person. I've seen what's at stake when we get it right, and I've seen what it costs when we don't. This is why my presidential spotlight, Building Better Futures, reflects another promise that I made years ago. A promise that I made to a mentor who took a chance on me. Someone who opened a new door that changed my life forever. Years ago, while still a police officer, I realized that I needed a degree in order to get a promotion. So I took the college exam, but I failed. I was asked to take it again, and I did, but I failed. Now, I could have walked away, but instead, I met Professor Gary Rassel, and I asked him for another chance. Not a handout, but a hand up. And so he gave me one. I'm standing before you today because somebody gave me a chance he didn't owe me. And I've spent my entire public service trying to pay it forward. The longer I do this work, the more I learn that the reasons a young person ends up in trouble are far bigger than most of us can assume. That is why I want to focus on building better futures for our youth, because life ought to be better for young people. That's it. So building better futures is about getting ahead of these problems, not just reacting to them. A great example from my own county is our peer-led youth mental health and suicide prevention initiative. We've trained more than 1,100 student peer leaders and over 200 adult supervisors across 24 schools to build resilience, strengthen connections, and encourage youth to seek help. Initial data shows that nearly 70% reduction in violence incidents in those schools. This is just one small example of what we can do. But let me be clear. Let me be clear about one thing. Government is not the whole answer. It never has been. It takes a community, parents, teachers, coaches, churches, and neighbors, all of us pulling in the same direction. Counties can lead the way, but we cannot do it alone. The future of our nation, of our counties, depend on the future of our youth. And the question is not whether we can do more, but how can we do better together? So today, I'm asking you to vote. Over the past decade, our Stepping Up initiative mobilized more than 500 counties around reforming our mental health and justice policies and practices. It began with one simple thing: a real vote on the record by a county board. So today, I'm asking every county in this room to pledge the same for our youth. I'm asking you to pass a resolution through a formal vote of your board. Commit to review your investments in young people. Take at least one concrete action to improve the lives of young people. And when you have done so, update NACo on your participation and progress. I'll start by calling on our own county to lead the way. Every single county can make a difference in the life of a child. You don't need a youth division or a big budget. If you are small, if you are rural, you still have ways to change lives. Every county has a way. Find yours. To help us put a spotlight on one specific challenge, to build better futures, I'm launching a youth, housing, and homelessness task force. This task force will be co-chaired by Supervisor Holly Mitchell from Los Angeles County, California, along with Commissioner Shannon Jones from Warren County, Ohio. Leaders from distinct backgrounds, different political parties, both are former state legislators, both share a passion for building better futures for our youth. Stay tuned for more details as we get this task force off the ground. To every county official, state association, and affiliate partner, thank you. Thank you for the confidence and for your trust. Over the next year, I intend to pay it forward. I'll make sure that when you tell us what you need, we'll tell you what we did about it. We have a lot of work to do, so let's get to it.